Dyke, New Hartford, and it started off well, and then didn't go so well the last 3 quarters. So that was a tough loss for the Falcons. Give you a chance to look in the mirror, figure out what, because you're never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad, but they had some things that needed to work on. And I think it was really good for Appleton Parkersburg to go out to Bellevue Marquette and get a good win and shoot the ball well, play well defensively, kind of gather your senses a little bit, and then get ready for the final week before break, which is always interesting. There's a lot of things going on at school with fun activities, and they're looking forward to break. So some kids are, getting done being sick. Some are not feeling the greatest. So, but it's going to be fun. We have a opportunity tonight for both teams to make a statement to go 8-1.
Yeah. So Grundy Center, they entered tonight with again that 7-1 record. Their only loss was all the way back on December 4th to number 9 and 2A North Mahaska. So been a while since the Spartans have lost, and they've dominated their last 3 opponents, including holding both directional Marshall schools, West Marshall, East Marshall, last week to less than 20 points in the entire game. So certainly an incredible defensive effort there. And this is an experienced team. All these players had a lot of experience last year. They have a veteran head coach in Matt Lindemann, who's sitting right next to us tonight. And the Spartans have a chance to do a lot of damage here this season.
There's no doubt about it. They're very athletic. They've got tradition. They've been in the state tournament. I don't know when they were there last. I don't have any stats in front of me, but it's been in the last 5 years, I would imagine, that they've been in the state tournament. Matt's a great coach. And it's just it's really, like I said, it's going to be fun just based on history.
You bet. Last year's AP win snapped a 9-game Grundy Center win streak in the series. The Falcons were dominant on the road at Grundy Center last year. That was really before what was at the time a pretty young and inexperienced team before they kind of got things rolling. So Grundy Center has been dominant in this series historically. Grundy Center 7-1 overall, 3-0 in the NICL West. They are 3-1 in road games this season. Their head coach is Matt Lindemann. Appleton Parkersburg 7-1 overall, 2-1 in the NICL Central. They are 3-1 in home games. They are coached by Brady Driscoll, and they're ranked number 10 in the latest Class 2A poll. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have our starting lineups between Appleton Parkersburg and Grundy Center. We're live tonight on 99 The Wave.
Thank you.
We're back inside the AP gym. Let's meet the starting lineups. First of all, for the road team, Grundy Center. Number 4 is a 5'6" senior guard, Lucy Lebo. Number 10 is a 5'5" sophomore guard, Callie Aldrich. Number 12 is a 5'10" senior guard, Ellery Luring. Number 14 is a 5'7" senior guard, Lainey Dole. And number 34 is a 6' senior forward, Carly Willis. The head coach of the Spartans is Matt Lindemann. And for the home team, Appleton Parkersburg, number 3 is a 5'5" junior guard, Quinlan Schultz. Number 4 is a 5'11" junior forward, Peyton Closter. Number 5 is a 5'6" sophomore guard, Eva Walker. Number 22 is a 5'10" senior forward, Kendall Ryard. And number 24 is a 5'9" senior guard, Lexi Oswagon. The head coach of the Spartans, or of the Falcons, is Brady Driscoll. All right, the starters are being announced right now. Any thoughts from you before we take our last time out here on keys to the victory here for either team?
The keys to the victory for Appleton Parkersburg is being able to slow down their athleticism with their vaunted press. And for Grundy Center, I think the key is to shoot the ball well in this gym and to break the pressure and to get rebounds. So whichever team rebounds tonight, I have a feeling is going to be successful, due to the fact that typically with both teams pressing, teams don't have the tendency to shoot very well against either team. So,
all right, let's take our final pregame timeout. We'll have our opening tip-off when we come back.
Women's Ensemble. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets rang there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Officials for tonight's ball game: Rob Ratchford and Gary Ewald.
It's almost time for tonight's opening tip-off, and the ball is in the air, and it's controlled by the Spartans, and we are underway between Appleton Parkersburg and Grundy Center. John Mowinkle, Brian Boozman with you here on this Tuesday night. The Spartans with the basketball moving from left to right as we see it from our broadcast location here courtside. Up top, it's Callie Aldrich just underway here in this one. She fires it right down to Lebo, looking inside for Willis, and a foul called from behind on Kendall Ryard, and that is how we get started between AP and Grundy Center tonight. So Grundy Center to inbound here. Looking. They get it into Lebo in the corner right side. Up top to Aldrich here. We are still scoreless between AP and Grundy Center. Luring up top. They swing it around the perimeter here. They bounce it down to Lebo. Baseline drive. Inside Willis. Up and too strong off the rim. Gets her own rebound. Putback. No. Rebound goes to Luring. And the rebound and the putback is up and in. And Hillary Luring puts the Spartans in front 2-0 as we get underway tonight.
Two quick offensive rebounds for the Spartans, which resulted in 2 points.
That's one of the areas of strength that Grundy Center has had this season, according to head coach Matt Lindemann.
It's possessions like that, John, that if you're the Falcons, you're like, they've missed 2 shots. We've got to get that rebound and be able to get out and get going on our transition. Appleton and Parkersburg was in a 3-2 zone. Lexi Oswagon on the line for the Falcons.
Chance to tie the game if she makes both free throws. First one is good.
She missed the first one,
missed
sorry.
The first and made the second.
Yep.
So
there's full court pressure by the Falcons. A 10 count's going to be
and they get it.
They just
Grundy
got
Center
the 10 count.
Just got to half court and ends up turning it over for the first time tonight. So AP is going to get it back.
That was right at 10 seconds.
6:50 to go in the first quarter. Grundy Center 2, Appleton Parkersburg 1. Ryard has it in the wing left side, fires it up top to Peyton Closter. Both teams enter tonight 7-1 overall. Grundy Center 3-0 in the NICL West. And Appleton Parkersburg 2-1 in the Central. Here's a step back jumper, missed by Ryard. Offensive board Walker, spins in the paint, and a foul called on the Spartans.
Nice job by the Falcons. So Grundy Center's playing a man-to-man. Appleton Parkersburg's trying to run some sets, and they were do a diagonal screen for Kendall and just didn't get set up in time.
All right, so Schultz to inbound from the baseline. They get it into Oswego in the corner right side. They fired it into the block with Closter, and she traveled with it. Kind of shuffled the feet a little bit, turned it around, and each team has one turnover. Grundy Center coming in here off of wins last week over BCLUW, West Marshall, and East Marshall. In that order, scooped up at half court by Walker, lays it in for 2 at the other end.
There's the first turnover by the Spartans. Falcon pressure got to Aldrich.
Into the front court comes Grundy Center. They throw it left side here to Dole. Down to the baseline here to Luring. Just over 2 minutes into the game, and AP leads it 3-2. And that was kind of a dangerous pass, scooped up by Ryard, forward for Schultz. One-on-one against Dole, up and off the backboard, and it's going to be a foul called on Grundy Center.
I think Kaylee Aldrich did a nice job. She was anticipating that the post was going to break open, but didn't. Stayed behind, and it was a turnover by the Spartans. Result, Quinlan Schultz on the line for the Falcons.
All right, first free throw is good. After hit the front of the rim and drop down through, AP extends the lead to 4-2. They made 7 of 10 free throws at Marquette Catholic on Friday night, and she hits the second one as well. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line for Schultz, and AP leads at 5-2. Into the front court, here comes Grundy Center with Carly Willis. Pops it up in the paint, up and in, and that's going to be another field goal for Grundy Center.
Yep.
Carly Willis on the board for the first time.
Really nice press break by Grundy Center. Excuse me. They got the ball into the middle, and Carly was able to put it in. Lexi Oswego.
Left wing 3. Lexi Oswego from downtown, and AP extends their lead to 8-4. Lexi Oswego.
Another turnover by Grundy Center. We've got a Spartan that looks a little injured, probably a official's timeout.
Carly Willis a little slow to get up, and a bucket at the other end by Quinlan Schultz.
Poked in the eye by one of the Falcons going for the loose ball.
We got a 30-second timeout here with 5:11 to go in the first quarter. Appleton Parkersburg 10, Grundy Center 4. And the Falcons off to a quick start. They have forced 3 turnovers on this Grundy Center team, a team that throughout the season has been pretty clean handling the ball, only like 12, 13 turnovers per game.
Yeah, Falcon pressure is looking really good right now, John. I hope Carly's okay.
Right. She it was at half court. Not quite sure exactly what happened. She's up right now, standing up in the huddle, so hopefully looks to be good.
I've seen a lot of kids hit a volleyball. I don't think I've seen too many hit harder than she does.
Right.
Grundy Center with a new press break.
Spartans in their road maroon jerseys with silver text, white numbers, and silver and white stripes down the side. Loose
Another
ball
turnover.
picked up by Ryard. Dole lost control of her. Lebo lost control of it. Here's Schultz driving in from the baseline floater, in off the backboard. Quinlan Schultz already up to 6 points to lead the way for AP. They've forced 4 Grundy Center turnovers, and it is 12-4
Another
AP.
turnover by the Spartans.
Here comes Kendall Ryard, dribbling it down the right sideline. Quinlan Schultz bouncing
Great
in the
pass
lane.
by Quinlan.
And Peyton Closter goes to the free throw line after getting fouled on her way up to the rack. Another turnover, as you mentioned, by Grundy Center, their 5th of the game.
That was textbook by Quinlan. Ball fake in the corner, drive, 2 dribbles into the lane. The post girl comes over to pick her up, bounce pass. Now we have Peyton on the line. Missed the first one. Hit 6 sides of the rim and fell out.
It appears we have a little bit of a choppy internet connection. We'll see if we can get on that here ASAP. Second free throw missed by Closter, and she goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Here comes Grundy Center, almost a takeaway behind half court, but a foul is called on AP, and it's going to be against Eva Walker, her first of the game. So learning it inbound from right in front of us, 4.5 to go in the first quarter, and nearly could have been a steal in the backcourt.
You know the other interesting stat that's going to sneak up on Grundy Center, John, they have 4 team fouls 3.5 minutes into the game, which one more, and the Falcons are on the line with two free throws.
AP has committed 2 fouls here, 4:24 to go in the first quarter. Appleton Parkersburg 12, Grundy Center 4.
Need any assistance with the internet, Mr. Mowinkle?
I believe Kelly Eilderts is going to get us all squared away here. All right, here's a lob into the lane. Stolen away by Carly Willis. She fires it forward. Here come the Spartans. Layup at the other end is missed by Carly Lynch, but a foul is called on AP.
Turnover Falcons. Second. Should be, Eva's second. Quinlan will be coming back in.
All right, so we got free throws coming up for Grundy Center here with Lainey Dole. And while we have a moment with that, I'm going to disconnect our connection momentarily and reconnect and see if we can get the problem fixed. .405 to go in the first quarter. Second free throw is missed by Lynch. So she goes 1 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line. 12-10 to make it 12-5 is the AP lead. Here comes Grundy Center after the missed shot by the Falcons with luring into the front court. Bounces it up top. And a...
She was the first to touch it after she rolled.
What was... Could you understand that at all?
No, I'm not sure. He's trying to explain it to Matt Lindemann, but evidently she was out of bounds.
It after, okay. Left corner 3, Ryard rattles it down through.
Nice.
And it's 15-5 AP.
Nice pass by Quinlan. Great shot by Kendall Ryard. There's a turnover by Grundy Center.
3:35 to go in the first quarter, and I sense a timeout by Matt Lindemann. Yep. It's a full timeout here with 3:35 to go in the first quarter. Number 10 and 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 15, Grundy Center 5. We will take the timeout as well. I'm John Mowinkle. Your radio home for Falcon Athletics all year long is 99 The Wave.
Sail away with 99 The Wave. 98.9 FM. KQCR. Parkersburg,
Iowa Falls, and Hampton.
A reminder to AP fans along with Grundy.
Kelly's going to be on it, I think. Three and a half to go in the first quarter. It's number 10 and 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 15, Grundy Center 5. Out of the full timeout called by the Spartans. Quinlan Schultz goes right with it, fires it into the lane to Closter, handoff back to Schultz, had it ripped away. Schultz goes back in, tries to force the jump ball, and it's going to be a foul called against AP.
Grundy Center called the timeout with 5 minutes, 11 seconds left. It was 10-4, and Appleton Parkersburg went on a 5-1 run in about a minute and 40 seconds. Another turnover by Grundy Center, John. Bounce pass.
Into Quinlan Schultz,
Layup.
left block up and in. And it is 17-5 AP. Quinlan Schultz already with 8 points to lead the way for the Falcons. Man, that's a pressure defense is just giving Grundy Center all sorts of problems.
Another turnover by Grundy Center.
Here it's picked up by Osweg, and they lob it forward to Wolf. Back behind for Closter at the elbow right side. Kick up top. Ryard into the paint through traffic. Missed off the backboard. Rebound goes to Grundy Center with Willis. Into the front court comes Grundy Center here with 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Baseline runner, missed by Lynch, gets her on board and passes it back out to Aldridge.
This is a very high-scoring quarter for the Falcons, John.
Yeah. 17 points here with 2.5 minutes to go in the first period. They've held the Spartans to just 5 so far. Carly Willis, kick out to Lynch to the corner left side.
Falcon defense really has Grundy Center stymied right now.
Wing 3, Luring, rims out. Rebound goes to Closter, and they get it away here to Schultz. Into the front court comes AP, working on a 12-point lead. Bounce left side, nice backdoor opening for Peyton Closter. Up and in, off the backboard. Peyton Closter on the scoreboard for the first time, 19-5 AP. Luring has it up top. She goes right with it. Down to a minute 45 to go in the first quarter. Grundy Center has their backs against the wall here early on in this one.
Another turnover by Grundy Center. Steal by Peyton Closter.
I just sent it to break on 99 The Wave. We're still live on the AP YouTube channel, though. We're getting our internet connection fixed.
Turnover by the Falcons.
And it's going to go back to Grundy Center.
So we have Bella Boozman, Kobe Wagsness, Olivia Peterson in, along with Emma Wolf and Kendall Ryard for the Falcons.
That full court press, they get it down to Carly Willis, catches it, puts it up and in off the backboard.
Good press break by Grundy Center.
Carly Willis now has 4 points to lead the way for the Spartans, and they get a takeaway down at the other side. AP with their 4th turnover of the game. They lob it down to Carly Willis, takes a dribble, up and in off the backboard.
2 possessions, 2 layups for Carly Willis. She's really doing a nice job of establishing position down low. They do a nice job of entry pass, and she's long enough that she can finish.
And Emma Wolf tries to chase down a loose ball. 38 seconds to go in the period. AP leads at 19-9. They throw it left side to Ellery Luring. Sends it across the floor here to Lebo. About a 6-second difference between the clocks. Here's a kick out to Lebo. Corner left side, 3-ball. No. Rebound. Almost went to Boozman, but Carly Willis ripped it away from behind, and Willis up and in for 2.
6 straight points for the Spartans.
Grundy Center is starting to heat up here. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Olivia Peterson at the buzzer, puts it in from the corner right side. And that brings us to the end of the first period. Number 10 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 21, Grundy Center 11.
We want to thank Dr. Durbin, Dr. Cordes, and Unity Point Clinic, Dr. Adam Hugestrat, and Dr. Jason Eller with Parkersburg Chiropractic, and Sam DeBauer, Julie Eddy at Parkersburg Taylor Physical Therapy, and our friend Dr. Andrew Asherall for all your support for Falcon Athletics. Thank you. Upcoming events for Falcon Athletics. Thursday, there's wrestling at Wapsie Valley starting at 6:15. Thursday, girls, boys varsity basketball here at home versus Union LaPorte City beginning at 4:30. And Friday, the girls wrestle here at Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont starting at 10 a.m.
We're underway in the second quarter. 3-ball missed by the Falcons. Here comes Grundy Center down the floor. It's number 10 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 21, Grundy Center 11. Here as we start quarter number 2. A high pass is reached out and grabbed by Ellery Luring, but a 3-ball is airballed from the corner, and the rebound goes to AP, and here comes Oswego sprinting into the front court, 2-on-2. They bounce it left to Closter. Across the floor where it's picked away by the Spartans here with Hendershot, who is fresh into the game off the bench.
Nice
And a
take
bucket
by
at the
Lucy
other end.
Lebo.
You bet. Working through our internet connection problems. We'll see if we can get it fixed here soon. Scramble for the basketball on the floor with Schultz and Lebo, and the jump ball is called. It's going to go to the Spartans here early in the second quarter. 21, yeah, go ahead.
Well, let's say Grundy Center escaped that quarter by not getting their 5th team foul, and they had 4.5 to go with 4, so they did a nice job of getting through that.
Aldrich fires it down to Luring on the right side. Just underway here in the second quarter. Falcons lead at 21-13. Carly Willis up and in off the backboard. Carly Willis is heating up.
She
for
is.
Grundy Center.
The Falcons might want to switch to a. They may want to front her a little bit because if she gets the ball on the block, there's not much we can do about it.
Carly Willis averages 13 points per game for Grundy Center. She's already at 10 right now, first into double figures. Falcons up by 6, 21-15 early in the second quarter. First game at home after 3 straight on the road.
What
Kendall
a move by
Ryard.
Kendall Ryard, but she missed it.
Oh, man. Tough break for the Falcons. They lob it forward to Lucy Lebo through traffic. Ryard was there to swat it. And it's going to be out of bounds to Grundy Center. Here with 6:17 to go until halftime.
If you're a fan that likes post moves, that was textbook by Kendall. Spin to the middle, ball fake, duck under, but missed it.
Here come the Spartans here. Hendershot. They whip it around the perimeter to the right side. They lob it up top here to Luring, who catches it. Back to the right side. Back and forth they go. Lebo's got it, holds it overhead. The shot clock is down to 10.
Another
Scramble for the
turnover.
basketball in the corner. It's picked up by Closter. The Spartans turn it over for the 9th time. And a scooping layup by Quinlan Schultz. She is fouled in the process, so she will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be a foul on Hendershot of Grundy Center. So it'll be Quinlan Schultz at the free throw line for AP. Went 2 for 2 on our prior trip, and she makes the first right there. She's up to 9 points right now, and that is her points per game average on the season. And the second one is missed. Now 3 of 4 at the line tonight. Here comes Ellery Luring into the front court. Lobs it forward here, where it's picked away by Aldrich. Shot is missed from the right side. Offensive board. Lebo, it's tapped around to hit Hendershot in the side of the head, and it's picked up by Schultz down in the corner. And we got a timeout called by AP as they almost got trapped down in the corner. 5:34 to go in the second quarter. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Let's take another 30-second break. I'm going to have to run to the office at halftime and grab my hotspot.
Subbing in for Grundy Center, number 30, Paige Benenga.
.5:20 to go in the second quarter. Quinlan Schultz looked like she bounced a pass off of an opponent almost as Paige Venege was down there in the lane. Went straight back to Schultz, and now Quinlan is back to the free throw line.
Driving to the lane, tried to pass it.
Foul
went
on
off the
Grundy Center's
rear end
number
of
4,
another
Lucy Lebo. That's her first,
of
team
a
second.
Spartan. Back to Quinlan. Tries the up and under, gets fouled. She's on the line.
Quinlan at the line. First one swirls out.
That's the first one.
At the line for the
22 to
Falcons, Quinlan
15,
Schultz.
5 minutes, 18 seconds left, second quarter. Falcons are ahead. Quinlan Schultz on the line. Second shot is up
And good.
it's good.
Quinlan Schultz up to 10 points, team leader for AP. Falcons lead 23-15, and a steal in the backcourt by Closter. They get it forward to Quinlan. Bounce it left side to Closter, who is flying down from behind. Up top Q, into the lane, and another foul. So Quinlan Schultz has another trip to the free throw line.
She is doing a nice job of driving in, getting fouled. She could really help
Foul on
herself
Grundy
out by
Center's
making
number
these,
30,
they call them
Paige
free
Benenga.
throws.
That's
Nobody
her
on
first,
you. You
team
got to put them in.
third.
Take your
At the
time.
line for the Falcons,
Find a
Quinlan
routine.
Schultz.
60% at the line.
There we go.
And the first one is good.
Checking in for the Spartans, 34, Carly Willis.
And one more coming up for Schultz. Flicks the wrist and hits it. Swish.
2 shots straight down the pipe. Falcons up by 10, 25-15. 5 minutes left until halftime.
And it's tipped by Oswagon out of bounds. It'll stay with Grundy Center. The Falcons using that tenacious defense. Good job to
Well, they're
get
really
the hand of the passing lane.
Falcons are really doing a nice job of slowing Grundy Center down with this full court press. It's really taking Grundy Center out of their offense.
Down to 4:50 to go until halftime. They bounce it down to Luring. They get it back to Lebo in the wing right side. Around the perimeter. And a floater in the lane. No. Rebound fought for. It initially went back to Hendershot. And it's going to
Subbing
be
in for AP, number 2,
out of bounds, and
Emma
it'll
Wolf.
stay with Grundy Center.
Thought maybe they'd call it travel.
In for the Spartans,
Hendershot and
24,
Willis both
Carly
fighting
Lynch.
over it at the same time.
So it'll be Luring to inbound from the baseline. Looking. Falcons lead at 25-15. Into Hendershot up top. Around the perimeter to Luring left side. They feed Willis in the post. Pivots around, and they're going to throw it into the backcourt. Not sure if it was tipped or not. Picked up by Lebo, and there's going to be an over back. So that was Grundy Center's 10th turnover of the, actually make their 11th turnover of the game.
Grundy Center had they went on a 6-0 run, and it was Carly Willis, but on this right-hand block, I think they need to go back and try to establish her in that position again.
And it's a loose ball scooped up by Luring, and here comes Grundy Center in transition. Luring sprinted down, almost lost it, dumps it underneath. Carly Lynch lays it in
Basket,
for 2.
Carly Lynch.
Good rebound there by Ellery Luring without losing the ball. She was able to pass it off to her teammates for a quick Lynch layup.
Schultz in the paint, bounces it up to Closter. Missed the hook shot, rebound ripped away by Willis. A chance for the Spartans to get back within striking distance here. They trail by 8. AP has had a low scoring second quarter so far. Down to Willis in the paint. Bounces a pass, bounces in the lane,
Willis.
turns around and hits the jump shot.
That's the block that we were talking about just a minute ago, John. She really can operate well down there on the right-hand block. She gets the other block, she's not quite as comfortable.
3.5 to go in the first half. Oswagon dribbles it right, bounces down too closer on the block right side. Into heavy traffic, and she traveled with it.
Grundy Center's within 6, so it's 21-11 at the end of the quarter. So,
yeah, an 8-4 start to the period here for the Spartans. AP kind of blitzed them early.
yeah, Grundy Center's settled in, haven't they?
Oh yeah, Hendershot bounced it down for Willis, missed a shot too strong, and it's going to be a foul after the rebound was secured by Lynch. So it's going to be a foul on Quinlan Schultz of AP, her second of the game.
Team first.
That was actually the first
At
team
the line
foul
for
by
the Spartans,
AP
number
here in the second
24,
quarter. Meanwhile, Grundy Center
Carly
has
Lynch.
3. And the first one is good by Carly Lynch.
In for the Falcons,
Have your
number 5,
experiencing tonight's
Eva
broadcast,
Walker.
however you are doing so, whether it be on the air on 99 The Wave at radioonthego.com, on the Falcon Activities Network YouTube channel, or on Falcon TV, a Dumont telephone cable channel 994.
Basket, Carly
Spartans got the
Willis.
rebound on the missed layup, and you bet.
They
Carly
are
Willis.
right back into it. Grundy Center is only down 3 points down. I wouldn't have believed it 2 minutes ago.
Carly Willis has 14 points. She averages 14 per game, right at her average.
And we're not even to halftime. Turnover by the Falcons.
Scooped up by Lynch.
Could be a tie game.
And the layup is
missed it.
missed. Rebound goes to Luring, up and in, off
Basket,
the backboard.
Ellery Luring.
And it is 25-24. I think the scoreboard is slightly wrong. Full timeout is called here with 2:43 to go in the
Timeout,
second quarter.
Edmonton
Falcons
Parkersburg.
25, Spartans 24. 2:43 to go in the second quarter. Number 10 and 2A Appleton Parkersburg 25, Grundy Center 24. Emma Wolf to inbound for the Falcons. They've now got some full court pressure to face with Grundy Center, but Hendershot will sag back. And the Falcons almost had a turnover with Walker in the backcourt. And now a whistle and a travel is called on Eva Walker. 25-24, and Grundy Center now has a chance to take the lead if they make a bucket here. So here come the Spartans, down 25-24. Here comes a jumper left side. Lebo puts it in, and Grundy Center leads it 26-25.
Nice shot by Lucy Lebo.
Down the other way comes Quinlan Schultz. This game has done a 180 between the first and the second quarters. Quinlan Schultz bounces it down to Closter. Turnaround shot, right hand, up and in. Right over the front of the rim and down through.
Nice shot by Peyton.
27-26. And it's going to be a foul on Kendall Ryard.
Should be her second foul. You know, she got, well, Kendall not scoring has really been a negative for the Falcons tonight.
Right.
She has 3 points.
Yeah.
She has 3 points. We were getting a lot of early layups, and now it seems like Appleton Parkersburg's kind of settled down.
Around the perimeter, baseline Lebo off of Closter's foot, and it's going to be Grundy Center basketball as they blow the play dead after the kickball violation. So in comes Colby Wangsness, and she has kind of been a spark at times this season for AP.
Yeah, she's really hard to match up with because she's really long, but she's a guard, so it's really hard to match up with her.
Bounce it into Learning, kick out Lynch, catch, shoot, 3, no. Rebound goes to Schultz. Sprinting down the floor, had it tipped away by Hendershot, and it's out of bounds to AP. Well, settle in. We might be in for a good game after all.
It's going to be great.
Despite
this is
AP
going to be
leading
awesome.
21-11 after the first. Quinlan Schultz off of Luring's foot, and it's going to stay with the Falcons here after they again whistle it dead for a kickball violation.
That was a textbook give and go. Quinlan dumped it in and then just went right for the basket. Peyton did a nice job of dumping it off. Just didn't, and she was going to pass it again. It just didn't work.
All right, so 28 on the shot clock. Falcons to inbound right at their offensive end. Tipped out of bounds. Nice defense there on the out of bounds play by Grundy Center here with Hendershot. And now it'll be Schultz to inbound with Lebo in her face. They get it up top here to Wangsness. Lob it down. Carly Willis almost tipped a pass away. Oswegen pivots around to the right side. Now it's Closer up top to Schultz. Dribbles it left, runs into Lebo, turns around, crossover dribble, and it's picked up by Carly Lynch. The Spartans get themselves a steal. Into the front court comes Grundy Center. A chance to take a lead. And Lindemann right in front of us calling for timeout, and he gets it.
He could see that. He could see Carly Lynch was driving down into the corner, getting double teamed, and
Quickly wanted to correct that, huh?
Couldn't hear Matt, but one of the officials did.
So other games in the area tonight, Dyke New Hartford is hosting AGWSR. At the half, it is Dyke New Hartford 30, AGWSR 15. And doing some research on that one, here's a fact for you. Those programs have not met in over a decade, despite both being in the NICL. The last meeting was the 2013 playoffs for the DNH and HWSR girls, and they're playing for the first time since then tonight. That is crazy, isn't it?
I wouldn't have even believed that was possible.
Right.
Just you think about proximity, right? I mean, they're both on 20 or just off.
It's pretty crazy. And the boys teams haven't faced each other since 2011, so over a decade there as well. Right here, Grundy Center has the basketball, trailing 27-26 to AP. Hendershot pops up a long 2 from just beyond the free throw line. No good. Offensive board Luring. Down to the baseline, Lynch puts it up and in on the right side. And Grundy Center leads it 28-27. Oswegen inside to Closter. Pivots around on Willis and a foul called.
Peyton did a really nice job of do it. She did a reverse pivot to square up to the basket, and then Carly Willis followed her. So 37 seconds, John. It's Grundy Center is ahead.
Schultz to throw it in. It was deflected off Closter, but Schultz then picked it back up. Here's Closter, kick out back to Schultz on the wing right side. Dribbles into the lane, and it's going to be a foul called on Grundy Center, and the Spartans are not fans of that.
One thing I was going to mention, Coach Lindemann's used 3 timeouts in the first half. He only has 2 timeouts left.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to be a little careful as we go down the stretch.
AP has used 2 of their timeouts. They have 3 left as well. So yeah, I mean, yeah, good observation there, because that could be a critical aspect here as we go along in this one. First free throw by Schultz is in.
Yeah, I'm sure Matt didn't want to call the timeout when the girl was trapped in the corner, but at this point in time in the game, it's about a possession. Like, you just want to keep the ball. He was trying to maintain possession, so that's why he called the timeout.
One more free throw by Schultz to try to give the Falcons the lead back. It's up and no good. We remain tied. Willis with a rebound. 24 seconds left in the half. The shot clock is off. Here comes Grundy Center, looking to take a lead into the halftime locker room. Luring's got it up top, fires it left, down to the corner with Lebo. Baseline drive, runs into Peterson. Loose ball, scooped up by Wangsness. Here comes AP with 10 seconds in the half. Wangsness terminates the dribble and gets it back to Schultz. Down to 5 seconds. Schultz goes left, turns around, pivots. And AP's not going to get a shot
Didn't
off.
get the shot off.
So Grundy Center with a late turnover. AP unable to capitalize, and we will head to the halftime break. Number 10 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 28, Grundy Center 28. Halftime coverage is next.
Help support our kids' safe celebration of prom and purchase raffle tickets for 2 Iowa games this season. 4 tickets to see a men's Iowa Hawkeyes basketball game and 4 tickets to see a women's Iowa Hawkeyes basketball game are up for grabs. Both come with the parking pass included. Find their table in the Commons and purchase your chance to win either of these great game tickets. The winner will be drawn at halftime of the home game on January 9th. You do not need to be present to win. Again, the proceeds go towards a safe prom. Thank you. Now presenting the AP dance team.
Come on, boys, come on. Everything you need, you better rock your body now. Everybody, rock your body. Backstreet's back, alright. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you, but when we are apart, I feel it too. And no matter what I do, I feel the pain. With or without you, I'm slipping into the lava, 'cause I'm burning up for you, baby.
Uno, tres.
All my life, you stood by me. With your love, nobody can drag me down. All you people, can't you see how your love's affecting our reality? Every time we're down, you can make it right. That makes you larger than life. But bring the boys out.
We march to the beat of our own drums, 'cause now we're standing out like diamonds in the ground. So let's get down.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna, really, really, really wanna take.
The AP dance team.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
Rebounding, another offensive rebound and putback for Carly.
And it is 30-28, Grundy Center in front here as we get rolling in this third quarter. Eva Walker has it in the wing left side for the Falcons, who trail 30-28. AP ranked number 10 in Class 2A. In the lane, Quinlan Schultz, tough traffic, couldn't get the shot to fall, and the rebound goes to the Spartans. Luring into the front court to Lebo, baseline right, runs into Ryard. Kendall reaches in, tries to get the jump ball, and it's going to be Grundy Center possession.
Ball. The Grundy Center girls didn't think it was their ball, but it is.
So Dold inbound from the baseline. Looking, deep inbounds. Tipped by Ryard, loose ball. Tipped by Walker, and then back to Willis, and she gets knocked to the floor. And here comes Grundy Center. Was almost a turnover there on the inbounds. They fire it left down to the corner with Luring. Willis all the way across. Man, what great ball movement for Grundy Center.
Great ball movement by Grundy Center.
3 balls missed by Lebo, and here come the Falcons into the front court. And Quinlan Schultz throws a pass too high and out of bounds to Grundy Center. Close call down there along the baseline, but no, Spartans tipped it, and it'll go back to the Spartans right now. 6:20 to go, third quarter. Grundy Center 30, number 10 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 28. Swatted out of bounds, and it'll stay.
Very good retreat by Eva Walker. She came from the front of the press all the way down to the baseline and was able to knock the ball out of bounds.
Dold inbound, deep goes to Willis in the top of the key. Left-handed dribble out to the corner. Lebo catches your 3, no good. Rebound goes to Ryard. Thanks for bearing with us through our internet connection issues. We are smooth sailing from here on out.
Kelly Isles ran an Ethernet cable about 60 feet underneath chairs around bleachers, and I think he could have brought that to Quick Start so long.
Yeah, our previous Ethernet cable was, I don't know, maybe 10 feet long. This one, I'd guess more in the ballpark of 75.
It's a long ways. Didn't know they made them that long.
Oh yeah. Here comes Oswego with a steal in the backcourt for AP. They throw left to Ryard, wide open 3-ball left wing, off the rim, no. Rebound goes to Willis. The Falcons have gone scoreless here in the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter.
It's Carly Willis's 9th rebound, and which is very beneficial for Grundy Center. For Appleton Parkersburg, having Kendall Ryard with only 3 points, has not been very effective for them. Falcons are going to need her to get at least to 10 points, John, in order to win the ball game.
And here's a missed shot by Callie Aldrich as she was flying up to the paint. Kind of heaved it up at the last second through the foul. And it's Lexi Oswegon's first of the game. First team foul for either team here in the third quarter.
Quinlan Schultz leading the Falcons with 13. Carly Willis has 16 for the Spartans.
And the first free throw is missed. Grundy Center as a team shooting a touch over 70% on the season. Meanwhile, AP is at 55%. So a notable advantage there. Second free throw switch.
Emma Wolf in for Quinlan, so we'll have Eva Walker running the point.
By the way, that was Callie Aldrich's first point of the game for the Spartans. Under 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Grundy Center 31, number 10 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 28. Ryard bounces and fires it up from mid-range. Missed the shot right side of the paint. The rebound goes to the Spartans. Yeah, you're right, kind of an off night for Ryard, too, when it comes to shooting the basketball.
Sometimes, I'll get to it here in just a minute when we get through this possession.
Baseline drive, Lebo. They try feeding it inside, but it's ripped away by the Falcons. Here comes Wolf with a takeaway, and the Spartans take it right back. It's Aldrich in the backcourt. Here comes Aldrich. Pops it up, no good, left to the lane, and the rebound goes to Oswego.
Nice rebound by Lexi.
Wolf drives down right side of the floor. Long pass from Closter. Oswego wide open, 3-ball left side. No, that would have tied it. And the rebound goes to Luring. Stolen away by Walker. Clears out her defenders, takes it up to the rack, through traffic. No, fight for the rebound. Jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Appleton Parkersburg.
So I was just thinking about Kendall Ryard. Sometimes, and she's a scorer, is what the Falcons might want to do, John, is either call a timeout or alternatively set a play up for Kendall specifically to get her either on the block so she can get fouled and get to the line, or get an easy shot to kind of get her going, because right now they're really keyed in her. She's not able to get anything to fall.
Walker inbound on the Falcons' offensive end. Into Ryard, looks at the bucket.
That could be what we
Drives
need right
around her
there.
defender.
There we
up
go.
and in, underhand style for
That
Kendall
helps.
Ryard.
So you want to get your top player. You want to get her a specific play so she can get going, and that's what Kendall's going to need to get her off the goat and get her rolling.
You bet. Ryard at the free throw line for the and one opportunity. Flicks the wrist and swishes it. She's got 6 points now for the Falcons.
So what the Falcons needed was to get her going. Very dangerous pass at the basket.
They lob it left for Hendershot across half court. Guarded near half court by Walker, and they get it away up top to Luring. Right side, it's Lynch. Bounces it into the lane. Carly Willis takes a power dribble inside the free throw line. Missed the shot. Rebound. The putback is missed, and there's a jump ball called. And Grundy Center is going to have the possession arrow. This official here on the near side was kind enough to explain a call to us in the first half. Explain that here in just a sec. Here's Hendershot, kick out to Lynch. 31-31. We are tied here, just over halfway through the third quarter. Around the perimeter, Lynch. Left-handed dribble in the wing right side. Around the horn, Luring to Lebo. A perimeter offense coming alive for Grundy Center. Layup is in good underneath. That was Ellery Luring.
Ellery Luring, boy, I like Ellery Luring. What an athlete. Volleyball, track. She's just a competitor. She's long. And I believe, John, she might be going Northwest Missouri State for some volleyball. Is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
Got at least one sister that went there. I don't know if both of them went or not.
The other went to Central College.
Central
Jackson.
College, yep.
Fight for the loose ball. Emma Wolf. And it's going to be a jump ball again. A lot of those in the third quarter. So the call I was wanted to explain a little bit ago, there was a turnover committed by Grundy Center. The player that had it lost the ball, went out of bounds, and was the first to touch it after coming back inbounds, and he can't do that. Here's Peyton Closter missing the shot. That thing bounced on the rim like 5 times, and it's out of bounds to the Spartans.
I've never seen that call. I've seen it in football where you go out of bounds and come back in, and you have to regain your footing in order to, regain yourself in order to be the possessor, but I've never seen it in basketball.
Yeah, very obscure rule. I mean, it makes sense, but it's just something that you really hardly ever see.
He explained it to Matt Lindemann, and Matt was still giving him the cross eye like, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah. Luring lobs it forward. It was tipped. Hendershot gets it back to Luring, drives down right side of the lane, and it was kicked out of bounds by Ryard, so it'll stay with Grundy Center with 20 on the shot clock. 33-31 is the Spartan lead here with 2.5 to go in the third quarter. AP scored 21 points in the first quarter and only 7.
There's a travel, yep. Carly got a little, I call it happy feet. She got going before she got the ball on the floor.
Yeah.
She knew what she wanted to do and just couldn't get the ball down quick enough.
Yeah. See, AP scored 21 in the first quarter and 7 in the second quarter. It's like the polar opposite of what they did at Marquette on Friday night, where they scored 21 in the second and 6 in the first. Scoop shot by Quinlan Schultz, not going to count. There was a foul on the floor.
It's only Grundy Center's second team foul, so both Appling and Parkersburg has 1, Grundy Center has 2. So neither team should be in any jeopardy of having the other team on the line.
Inbounds goes to Closter, center of the lane, right-handed shot, no, in traffic, and Carly Willis snares the board. She was there to defend, and she pulled in the loose ball. Here comes Luring across the half-court line. Bounce it down right side to Lynch. Runs into traffic, almost was a turnover there. Round the horn, Dole steps into a left wing 3, no good off the rim, rebound Closter.
Cool. Peyton did a really nice job of blocking her girl out there, getting the rebound.
Ryard between the leg dribble.
Still think they should set up another play for Kendall. Maybe just a set.
She dribbles left to the free throw line, gets knocked to the ground, no foul called. Oswego lobs it left side to Schultz along the baseline, through traffic, hit the bottom of the backboard, but a foul on the Spartans. All right. So it'll be free throws coming up for Quinlan Schultz. It was in the act of shooting. And Quinlan's been good at the free throw line tonight for the Falcons. with a chance to tie the game if she makes both free throws.
That's her second, team third, and the line for the Falcons, Quinlan Schultz.
And the first free throw, no good.
Quinlan gets her legs into the free throw. She is automatic. It's when she gets a little tired towards the end of the quarter where she just tries to use more arm. There she goes.
Missed the first, made the second. Schultz has scored 14 tonight for AP. And that is the team high. One of the things we kind of noticed early on in the season.
There's a 10-second call.
Yep. Yeah, they gave him 11 seconds and still couldn't make it. But yeah, one of the things early in the season for AP was there were several different leading scorers. Quinlan Schultz was one of them. I believe the Summer Fredericksburg game. She kind of had a coming out party, if you will.
We've had Peyton Closer has been a leading scorer.
Colby
Lexi
Langsness.
Oswagen.
Yep, Lexi.
So very, very spread out, which is going to be very beneficial going down the stretch here with a 1-point deficit going basically with 1 minute left in the third.
A minute 20, left in the third quarter. Here's Kendall Ryer to the block right side. Tried to spin on Luring, but kicks it out to Oswagen. Pivots around, up top Wolf. Rumbles down, right of the lane. Tough shot through traffic. Dole tipped it out. And it was going to be touched on the baseline by Grundy Center. And they would have been better off letting that one go. And it'll stay with the Falcons here with 15 on the shot clock. They get it into Closter. Catches the inbound. Peers around, gets it inside the lane to Ryard. Just getting covered up, and Luring was there to pick away the loose ball.
The only thing I've observed, just a second, I'll get to it.
Another tip ball, this time Oswagen, and she was out of bounds with it.
Ellery Luring has the assignment of guarding Kendall Ryard. Ellery's long, Ellery's quick, and fairly strong, so Kendall isn't able to just free herself up to get open like she typically has when teams are either in a zone or don't have somebody as athletic guarding her as Ellery.
Spartans with the basketball, 45 seconds left third quarter. They lead at 33-32. Wing three, missed by Luring. Rebound is taken away by Closter, and an immediate foul on the Spartans.
And if you're Matt Lindemann, and
I think this is on Lebo. Yep.
if you're Matt Lindemann coming into this game and somebody asks you, okay, who do you need to stop for the Falcons? It's Kendall Ryer, right? She kind of makes the team go.
That's one of the things that Coach Lindemann has kind of said his team has hung its hat on, being able to kind of key into that, kind of that top scorer. Do have some audio from him with that I was going to play in the first half before we had some issues with our connection. Step back three missed by Oswagen, and the rebound goes to Grundy Center. 17 seconds left in the third quarter.
There's Kendall with stepped on the line.
Oh, man.
Boy, that Nate Scar, the referee, he's got an eagle eye.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that called the out of bounds over here and called it over there.
So that's Denver's AD, huh?
That is not Denver's
Okay.
AD. He's actually
That's the
he's
same
in law
exact name.
enforcement. Yes,
Okay.
he's in law enforcement.
I
He
was
used to
gonna
work
say.
for the Parkersburg Police Department many years ago.
Oh, nice.
Well,
6
many
seconds
years
left,
ago.
third quarter. Lebo across the floor to Luring. Catch, shoot, three. Go! And it's 36-33, Grundy Center, as we go to the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go.
Subbing in for the Falcons at the start of the fourth quarter, Quinlan Schultz, Eva Walker, and Kendall Ryherd.
Almost time for the fourth quarter. It's Grundy Center 36, number 10 and 2A Appleton Parkersburg 32. John Mowinkle, Brian Boozman with you here. And the Spartans have the basketball here as we start the final period of play. And an immediate steal by Ryard. Here come the Falcons. Down there into the floor. Ryard to the rack, way too strong. Rebound in the putback, missed by Walker. And she will head to the free throw line. So this is what Matt Lindeman had to say. We'll play this during the free throws. This is what Lindeman had to say about that defensive effort.
Two of the games that ended up being closer and one that we lost, rebounding, we didn't do as good of a job rebounding and gave team second chance opportunities in that. So that's been a huge key. And then being able to just defend, whether it's man-to-man, whether it's zone, being able to do a good job of understanding, what they're trying to do and to take that away from them and force them to their secondary or third options, which has been really big for us.
Yeah, secondary and third options. That's kind of proven to be the case tonight.
Right.
And here's a takeaway here for Walker after the Falcons missed 2 free throws. Lexi Oswegen puts it up and in for 2, and it's a 2-point game.
36-34. The Spartans are in the lead.
Dole has it up top. Takes to the free throw line. Missed the shot, and the rebound goes to AP. The Falcons have a chance to tie or take the lead.
Hand-to-man, Grundy Center.
Walker rumbles down left of the lane, bounces it outside to Ryard. Takes to the free throw line. Kick out up top. Here's Closter. Schultz, sidestep defender. Open 3 ball. Way too short. Loose ball picked up by Dole. She was sitting on the floor, and it's going to be Spartan basketball here. They get it forward to Aldrich. Tried getting it around Closter. Here's Carly Willis. Takes it into the paint. It was tipped away by Oswegen. Out of bounds to AP. How about
Coach Driscoll has 3 timeouts. Matt Lindeman has 2 for the Spartans. 6 minutes, 46 seconds. I'd like to see a set for the Falcons, John.
Right.
To get Kendall Ryard going again.
All right, Quinlan Schultz has it in the wing right side. Get up top, Closter. Pivots on Willis. Turnaround shot, no. Rebound goes to Luring. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Grundy Center 36, AP 34. Down to the corner right side, Willis holds it overhead. A tight one down the stretch here.
Yeah, you don't want to give up any threes here.
Baseline drive by Lebo, blocked away by Ryard.
Nice play by Kendall Ryard. So she blocked it, then had the awareness to bat it off Lucy Lebo out of bounds, Falcon ball.
Very nice.
That's a girl who's watched a lot of basketball, probably played with her brothers and had to do that to get the ball back.
Certainly. 6:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Grundy Center boys coach Brent Thorne looking on over on the northwest corner of the gym here. Todd Zinkula in there as well. Should be a great boys game. Baseline drive. Shot is missed by Oswegen, and the rebound goes to Luring. Here come the Spartans with 5:45 to play. Lebo bounces it down underneath, and it's picked away by Schultz. Tries dribbling around Willis, and she does along the baseline. We got a whistle, and they got timeout by Coach Driscoll.
Yeah, it was
that was
really
a big timeout there. It'll be a 30, so we'll keep it here.
Helter-skelter down there.
Yeah.
Quinlan got, Rod Durrami used to always say, 2's a trap, 3's a problem. But that was, they had 3 kids around Quinlan. She didn't even know where to go. We had to have, our Appling and Parkersburg had to have somebody open on the other, and of course she just couldn't make the pass.
Right. Yeah, just smothered down there, and that forces, as you mentioned, a timeout called by AP. So each team now has 2 remaining. Here with 5:37 to go, Grundy Center leads it 36-34. Let's see. At the end of the third quarter, it was 36-32, if I'm not mistaken.
It was. In the third quarter, the Falcons scored 4 and the Spartans scored 8. Very low-scoring quarter.
Neither team, I would imagine, could be too happy with their offensive output, but their defensive performance is certainly.
Yes.
So here we go. 5.5 minutes to play. Grundy Center 36, AP 34. Closter's got it up top. Now it's Walker, dribbles it left, lob it down inside for Closter, tried backing it in, and she traveled with it. And AP turns it over for unofficially the 11th time in the game. Grundy Center has 20 turnovers unofficially. Here comes Hendershot. Lost the ball, and it's picked up by Ryard.
21st turnover for the Spartans. Here comes Quinlan, dribbling down the court.
As we approach 5 minutes to play in regulation.
We're going to get a set going here. I think we're going to, I think the Falcons are going to get Kendall Ryder on the left block, John. It's going to.
Kloster's got it up top, gets it right side to Schultz. 15 on the shot clock. Quinlan goes left and gets it down to the right side of the floor with Kloster. Tip ball, and it's going to be a jump ball called. AP has the possession arrow. So 7 seconds on the shot clock. And AP to inbound right at their offensive end here. Walker looking, and they get it into Ryard. You got 5 on the shot clock. Kendall goes left, pops up a 3. Missed it to the left, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. It never touched the rim.
Didn't hit anything.
And Ryard had a defender in her face. So Grundy gets it back here with a 2-point lead, 4.5 minutes to play. Points have been hard to come by here in the second half for both teams. Ellery Luring lobs a pass left to Dole, and they get a forward now to Lebo. Almost tipped away by Oswego, they'll reset things here outside the perimeter. Bounce it into Willis. Throws it right side. Thought Hendershot would pop it up. Instead, it's going to be a Luring 3. Too strong. Rebound goes to Oswego.
Oh.
Tip ball, and it's going to the Grundy Center bench, and it'll stay with the Spartans.
Right off Eva Walker's hands.
So a big opportunity for Grundy Center to capitalize on that takeaway. They get it into the backcourt here with Dole as we're halfway through the fourth quarter. 4 minutes to play in regulation. Dole down to Lebo in the corner right side, holding it overhead. Long pass up top, hauled in Hendershot. Luring dribbles, heaves it across the floor, line drive. Hendershot almost lost it.
One thing the Falcons do not want to give up here, John, is a 3. You don't want to give up a 3 at this juncture of the game because points are really hard to come by.
Here's Willis in the paint, tough shot through traffic, no. Rebound, fought for, goes to Kloster. Dribbles it along the baseline, they lob it forward to Walker. Loose ball, oh, and it's going to be a turnover by AP. They tried feeding a pass down to Schultz, but she couldn't get her fingertips on it. So it'll be Grundy basketball here with 3.5 minutes to play. We are coming down to the wire. 36-34 in a low-scoring affair. Runner in the lane is good by Lebo.
Lucy Lebo with a runner in the lane gives the Spartans a 4-point lead with 3 minutes left.
38-34 is the Grundy Center advantage. Ryard holds it overhead. Here's Oswego in the wing left side. Lob it inside Kloster. Kick out Walker. She dribbles it left, into the paint, stops, gets it away to Kloster, step back jumper, swirls
nice
it in.
Nice shot by Peyton. That's the 4th point the Falcons have scored in the fourth quarter. Peyton has 6. Quinlan still leads the Falcons with 16. Carly Willis has been stuck on 16 for a while.
A very strange game in that regard. Here's a fight for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Grundy has the possession arrow here with 2 minutes, 37 seconds left. You think about this, AP scored 21 of their points in this game in the first quarter alone.
Yes.
And they're at 36 right now.
7 points in the second, 4 in the third, and we've got 4 in the fourth.
Luring it inbound. That was almost 5 seconds as well. These two Highway 14 rivals engaged in a close one tonight. Shot clock 13. Luring's got it in the corner left side. Lob it down to Willis. Inside, nice cut by Luring. Up and in, off glass. And it's 40-36 Grundy Center.
Textbook give and go. Textbook give and go by the Spartans. Luring into Willis, and then back to Luring for a layup.
Kloster's got it at the elbow, left side turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound goes to Lebo with 2 minutes in regulation. Lob it left here to Luring.
Falcons need to stop. And the Spartans are trying to milk the clock. Try to get this thing to about 1:30 before they shoot.
So Carly Willis has got it.
Here's
Luring cutting into the lane. Up and in off the backboard.
2 give and goes
42-36 is the Grundy lead here with a minute and a half to play. The Spartans looking for their signature victory of the season so far. Down to the baseline with Ryard. Pivots around, guarded by Willis. Kick out. Oswego 3-ball. No. Rebound goes to Dole. So here comes Grundy Center with about 15 to play. They lead by 6. Carly Willis in the corner left side. Spartans would probably be wise to run some clock.
I think the Falcons are going to look to foul here.
Almost committed one there on Dole, and it's going to be a foul committed by Ryard on Hendershot. Kind of wrapped up.
1 minute even.
So that was just the first team foul.
Yes.
Full timeouts, we will take it as well. 1 minute to play. Grundy Center 42. Number 10 and 2A Appleton Parkersburg 36.
The Wave.
I'm John Mowinkle. Your radio home for Falcon Athletics all year long is 99 The Wave.
Sail away with 99 The Wave. 98.9 FM. KQCR.
Parkersburg, Iowa Falls, and Hampton.
One minute to play in regulation. Grundy Center 42. Number 10 and 2A Appleton Parkersburg 36. John Mowinkle, Brian Boozman with you here.
Can you remind me again what Grundy Center's free throw percentage? Did you say it was in the 70s?
70%, yes.
Okay, which is really
Better
high.
say.
It's really high for any team, whether it's girls, boys, college, professional, to get 70% from the line. So Appleton Parkersburg really needs to know who to foul.
So Learning has it. So they just committed their second team foul.
It's going to take a monumental task to get to 5 team fouls.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to get some kids in here who can give up some fouls. So Emma Wolf and Bella Boozman are in, probably for fouling purposes, defensively to try to get to 5, so we can have an opportunity to get Grundy Center on the line.
Inbounds goes to Dole. Lob it up left side for Hendershot. Swinging this around, high pass for Lebo, and a foul committed by Walker. So that's the third team foul. Some free throw percentages. Willis is at 67, Luring at 78.9, Lebo 76.9, Dole 83.
Boy, it's
Aldridge 75. So I mean it's really good free throw shooting numbers. Foul committed by Boozman. That's the fourth team foul. So one more will put Grundy Center at the free throw line. And Luring to inbound once again. Nope, it's going to be Willis to inbound. 48 seconds left. Willis to inbound, hands it off to Luring, and she gets smothered by Boozman right along the sideline. All right, so that'll put Ellery Luring at the free throw line. Again, a 78% free throw shooter.
So now we're going to do Appleton Parkersburg will be doing an offensive-defensive substitution. Quinlan for Bella, and Kendall will be coming in, I would imagine, for Emma offensively.
First free throw by Luring is good. She entered this game 15 of 19 at the line. And Ellery's got 14 points right now. Second free throw. Boom. Hits them both. 15 points.
Oh,
here comes Schultz. And it's going to be, she gets called for the carrying the ball.
Lost control of it. Here's the offensive-defensive substitution.
All right, so Willis inbound. Grundy Center leads at 44-36 here with 43 seconds left. And the inbounds goes to Dole. And an immediate foul committed by AP. Well, this will end up being one of Grundy Center's best defensive efforts of the entire season. I would say arguably the best so far.
Grundy Center played lights out defense tonight. Just absolute lights out. Their man-to-man was flawless. They were able to get rebounds off misses, and they really rebounded from that first quarter. I'm not going to call it a debacle, but they just looked like they were not ready to play the first quarter with the turnovers they had, and then they got things rolling, and it's been quite a game for them since the beginning of end of the first quarter.
Dole hit the second free throw after missing the first, and that is her first point of the game. 39 seconds left. Here comes AP. They trail by 9, 45-36.
One timeout for the Falcons, so you
Schultz
have to
down right of the
score.
lane. Tough shot. Up
Timeout.
and in. So there's that timeout with 28 seconds left.
Get your defensive players back in for some fouls.
It's a full timeout. Let's keep it here for this full timeout though, because man, certainly a lot to break down with this game. Grundy Center on the verge right now of their signature win of the season so far, and AP certainly not something that the Falcons probably saw coming. Just that hounding defense, and barring a miracle here, the Falcons are gonna drop their second game of the season after losing to number 1 Dyke New Hartford last week. But aside from that first quarter, it has just been downhill for the Falcons in this one.
It has, and I'm just watching Grundy Center's defense, and it's very evident that Coach Lindemann spends a lot of time on it's called shell game, John. 4 people on defense where you're working on help side. The ball swings side to side. When the ball's not on your side, you should be in the middle of the lane to help. But their kids are just like they're on a string. Everybody's helping. There isn't any open gaps, and then Ellery Luring is so long that Kendall hasn't been able to get anything going.
All right, 28 seconds left in regulation. Grundy to inbound. Dole gets it into Luring, who is immediately fouled by Schultz. Still walk all the way to the other end of the floor.
So if you're Coach Driscoll, how many times do you do this, John? This is probably going to be the determining factor. If she makes both these, and you get yourself a 9-point game with 20 seconds, yeah.
I would say that would probably be reasonable. First free throw by Luring is good. And one more coming up to try to put this game away. 46-38, second free throw, no. Rebound goes to Walker. Into the front court with Oswagen, and a foul committed while she was scooping the shot up.
Well, if you're the Falcons, that's what you want. You want to try to score with a clock stop.
So it'll be Oswagen to shoot 2 free throws, and certainly if Oswagen can make both of these, it would do a little bit.
Absolutely.
First free throw good.
I think Coach Driscoll just stays with the plan of let's foul and let's keep rolling the dice. Try to extend the game as long as you can.
Second one by Oswagen is in. She swirled it down. So 46-40. It's a 6-point game. They get into bounce. Tip by Ryard. Almost saved. It's taken away by the Falcons. Here comes AP with the ball in the paint. Shot missed by Walker. Gets her on board. Oswagen through contact. No foul called. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Grundy ball. What a flurry of activity. The Falcons got a takeaway on the inbound.
Boy, they had an opportunity there, John.
And Lindemann calling timeout here with 10.6 seconds left. Well, you knew it was going to take a miracle for AP.
They
and
had,
that was almost the start of it.
It was. They had. It couldn't have worked out any better. A turnover. You have an opportunity to score. Eva's in the middle of the lane. Didn't fall.
Ended up missing 2 shots down there. The Falcons did, and then a close play along the baseline. And Grundy Center will have the ball, and they now have 1 timeout left. AP no timeouts left. So 10.6 seconds left, and Grundy Center leads at 46-40 over AP. And you know, if AP doesn't get a steal on this inbounds, then it's an immediate foul, and then that's basically going to be your ball game there with 10 seconds left.
Yep. Carly Willis has 13 rebounds, John. Ellery Luring's in there with 8. So 2 top rebounders there. Both they played well offensively and defensively. Falcons are led by Peyton Closter with 6 right now. So she's doing a nice job of gobbling up the rebounds on the defensive end.
So a double-double for Willis, 16 points, 13 rebounds. All right. The fate of the game will be decided here. Luring to inbound from the baseline here for Grundy. Full court defense here for AP. And they get it into Lebo, and an immediate foul committed by Eva Walker with 9.7 seconds left. And this is a chance for the Spartans to put this game on ice at the free throw line at the other side. So it's Lebo at the stripe for Grundy Center. 10 of 13 at the line entering tonight. Again, Grundy Center, a pretty good free throw shooting team. First one good. And that makes it a 7-point game, so that one just about seals it right there.
Unless you can call Reggie Miller, try to get 8 points in like 5 seconds. I think it.
Second free throw missed.
There's Carly Willis.
Offensive rebound, and the putback is in, and a chance at a 3-point play.
Her 14th rebound, 18th point, and that is what I would call the seal of the deal.
You bet. And one more free throw coming up here for Grundy Center with Willis. A chance at an and one. Takes a dribble, flicks the wrist, and missed it short.
She
Gets
got
her
another
own rebound.
How does that happen when there's nobody under the basket?
Wow. That is going to be something that Coach Driscoll is not going to be happy about. Final score, Grundy Center with the upset of Appleton Parkersburg, 49-40. Post-game coverage is next.